I must have a word with you. When I got home, I told her what I thought of her. I promise you that. And I told her what I thought of him. I didn't mince words. There are occasions when plain speaking is demanded. And that was one.
Miss Linden wishes to see you at once, sir.
I must hide.
Sydney, I'm so glad to see you.
Come, let's chat in the yard.
Here will do just fine. Did I tell you about the man I found?
Not a word.
Yesterday morning before breakfast, I saw a crowd in the yard. I went out to look and found a man wearing only a tattered cloak. He was sprawled out in the street. Terrible sight. I knelt down beside him, and what do you think he said? He said in such a queer, croaking voice, "Paul Lessingham." He said, "Be warned, Paul Lessingham." I was so shocked I had to take him into the house.
Did you acquaint your father to the addition of the household?
I went to see him in his bed, and he half raised himself on his pillow. And he called out, "Paul Lessingham, beware the Beetle."
Does he strike you as being a foreigner?
No, he's an Englishman. As soon as I got into bed at night, I felt like something like a kind of beetle was in the room. I could hear wings, like a sort of droning sound in the air. I could feel it getting closer and closer until it bumped against my coverlet. And Sydney, it followed me.
Marjorie!
Pray, Sydney, pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Is she mad?
Papa!
What the devil's the meaning of this?
Sydney, why?
Marjorie, never mind. Take me to this man at once. So it's you!
Do you know this man?
You're the man on the street.
And you came through the window.
Yes. Now let me tell you my tale.
Are you sure it was a man?
No, sir. That's exactly what I'm not sure of.
Well, do you think you can remember how to get to his house?
Well, I don't think I can forget.
Marjorie, are there any revolvers in the house?
Why, whatever for?
Won't you take my word for it? Is there anyone in this house? Holt, what's the matter with you?
I'm fine.
Don't try anything funny, me lad. Don't think Miss Linden's presence won't deter me from using it. You lead the way. What's that?
That's it.
What do you mean by it?
The Beetle is coming this way.
He may lead us to our mutual friend.
I can stay.
It won't be more than 5 minutes until I send someone.
I left school at 18 and before long found myself in Cairo. I went into town unaccompanied late at night, not a wise thing to do, but 18 is not always wise. I found myself in a dirty, ill-lit street and heard sounds of music issuing from a house. I stopped to listen. I peeked through the window into what looked to be a cafe. 3 women were inside, and upon seeing me, issued me in. You may have heard this tale before, but my story is unique. I found myself naked lying on a pile of rugs in a low-pitched room. "Where am I?" I exclaimed, to which she responded, "You are with the children of Isis." I endeavored to get up, but as I did, she laid her hand lightly on my chest. I collapsed and lay back down on the rugs. "Let me up," I said. "Let me up," to which she said nay, and kissed me. In what felt like a year of restraint, I lay there in a dreamlike state, witnessing countless human sacrifices, mostly young English women. They were burned alive and their ashes consumed by everyone in attendance. Their screams still haunt my nightmares. One day, her control loosened on me for some reason, and I took my chance. As she knelt down to kiss me, I reached out and squeezed as hard as I could. As I strangled her, I felt my grip ease. She had transformed in front of my eyes into a monstrous beetle, larger than any human. It began to dwindle in size, and I made my escape.
Come, it has Marjorie.
What?
The Beetle! It's Marjorie's. She was wearing it the last time I saw her.
Well, let's file a police report before we do anything else. They say they saw a foreign character wearing a cloak, walking, followed by 2 vagabonds entering an inn near Limehouse.
It's Holt!
Thank God it's not Marjorie.
This man is not yet dead.
The beetle killed me.
Holt, where is Miss Linden?
The beetle is going to kill Miss Linden.
Oi! They spotted him at Waterloo! Come on!
Allerton, here's how I see it. You left Marjorie behind. This is just what he wanted you to do. As soon as the coast was clear, I expect he discovered himself to Miss Linden, who was, I suppose, disagreeably surprised and then hypnotized her.
The Hound! The Devil!
He then constrained her to strip herself to the skin.
The Wretch! The Fiend!
He dressed her up in men's clothing, ditched Holt, and left him off at Anderson's, and then got onto the train.
Look!
It is several years since I bore my part in the events, which I have rapidly sketched. Marjorie Linden still lives. The spark of a life, which was left in her when she was extricated from the debris of the Wrecked Express, was fanned again into the flame. Her father is dead and has left her in the possession of the family estates. She is married to Paul Lessingham. On the subject of the mystery of the Beetle, I do not propose to pronounce a confident opinion. Atherton and I have talked it over many a time and have reached no satisfactory conclusion. There are indeed more things in heaven and earth than are dreamed of in our philosophy. And as for the Beetle, it is a creature born neither of God nor man.